those fragrances that just won't go away. There's a complexity to this fragrance, mysterious aura around it. Booziness comes into the mix. Hi everyone, CeeChronicles here, back again with another fragrance review video. If you're a first timer on this channel, my content consists of mostly fragrance reviews, but I do throw in lifestyle content. I have vlogs as well, so you can go and check out my playlist for some of the various content that I throw here. And if that sounds like something that ticks your boxes, guys, please do consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'd appreciate you becoming part of the family. And to those who are returning, thank you so much for the continued support. We have a fragrance from the company Milestone Perfumes, and the fragrance itself is called Prime, and this is the box. Okay, so if you are familiar with the Frederic Malle boxes, you will know that this is supposed to, I think, be inspired by Frederic Malle, or at least I should say it is inspired by, because it's an outright kind of, copy. So the fragrance is packaged in this bottle. That's how it looks. Quite a minimalistic bottle. I love these kind of bottles. So we are going to review Prime, and I'm going to spray Prime in this packaging. And this bottle has some Arabic writing there, which is similar to what it is duping. So this is going to be an obvious attempt of Frederic Malle's Promise. And I like the atomizer. I've sprayed it in the box because this is one fragrance that when I sprayed it on me, you can easily overspray, and this was one that I had to wash off, not because I don't like the scent profile, but it's one of those fragrances that just won't go away. It opens up with a sweet spiciness, carrying woods and some roses, but with a pronounced apple. It's not a lightweight fragrance. So let me just say that for some of you guys there that might not like the fruity kind of scents, like the apple, as I'm saying, it has a pronounced apple. What I don't like about this is it has like a chemical opening that's a bit heady there. So it's a fragrance that perhaps if I want to wear it, I may have to spray it away from myself. Let's say maybe clothing first. It just has a chemical thing that I get there that is quite annoying. I'm calling it a chemical feel because I can't even call it like a synthetic feel. It feels like you're outright smelling like a chemical, like nail polish remover or something like this. It's just got something there. It also has a leathery feel right off the bat. So if you love leathery fragrances, you're going to like this fragrance. The leatheriness of this fragrance will carry some woods with it and a juicy apple. And that juicy apple manages to hold on. For some reason, you can still smell a juiciness within this fragrance. And then, of course, it opens up an unmistakable double dose of rose. So you are going to get a jammy rose that also introduces itself in the mix here, making it that fruity floral that I did say to you in the beginning. However, let me state that this has like a mysterious aura around it. It's a mysterious kind of feel fragrance. These notes that I'm talking about seem simplistic, and it's easy to just make a mental shortcut. Oh, it's going to be a jammy rose, fruity floral kind of thing. But what they have done with this fragrance is they've introduced that rose and the apple, and it has like a smoky feel to it there as well. Something in here feels incensey, which I'm going to have to say gives it like a 40% kind of Middle Eastern feel. In as much as there is no claim of some oud here, I can see some people saying it does have oud. If it does, it's a very light oud. It's not an oud that disturbs me, but I'm saying the woodiness with the smokiness or the incensiness mix to bring out what feels like an oudy kind of feel. But overall, you're going to have a sweet fragrance. You're going to have a sweet kind of jammy, sticky jammy rose fragrance. Feels as though like it would be like an EDT or something version of Portrait of a Lady. I get something that's similar to that here, or maybe it is that overly done jammy mix of the rose. However, there is a complexity to this fragrance because I also get a meaty rosemary. Just by sniffing here, I get just slight wafts of mintiness and like a spiciness again from the cloves there. So it has a lot going on. In as much as it's got like notes that's supposed to be basic, there is a lot that happens there. Booziness comes into the mix as well. It is a fragrance that has a lot of pages that are unfolding and makes it very hard to pin it down as to this is what you're going to experience, period. What I can say for sure is you will get a jammy rose and a juicy apple, with with some woods there, like a lot of heavy woods that come across as though they are smoky, a little bit of some incensiness there, and a leathery feel to it also with that patchouli. I think it's going to be mood specific when it comes to this fragrance. When I sprayed it first, second time, I just couldn't get rid of it. The fragrance was just there. And it then was giving me, wafts, the wafts of the chemical feel, something that feels like nail polish, came into the mix, disappeared, and I could still smell it, like at some points where I just get wafts of it. And it was a fragrance that was kind of like, so in my face that I had to scrub it off. Okay, but that's not to say I would say it's a horrible fragrance. I'm just saying it is a fragrance that when you wear it, you must be committed to it. It keeps giving you layers after layers after layers, of all these things, but it will hold on, of course, to its juicy apple and the rose. On 4 sprays on the skin, it was just there. And in the clothing, like I said, I could smell it until the next wash. So this is one that's going to be definitely value for your money. Now, when I say 40% Middle Eastern feel, because I did say that, for those of you who are bothered by, what do I mean by 40% Middle Eastern feel, is I get a spiciness in here that is done the Middle Eastern way. I also get like an oudi kind of thing that's done the Middle Eastern way, but to outright call it Middle Eastern, no. This is why I just said 40%, and it wouldn't bother you if you had like a Western nose, if you know what I mean. Like if you're used to the Western way of, how the Western fragrances smell like, I don't think this will bother you. Just know that this is like a chemical bomb. It's a beautiful fragrance. However, it can be too much, it can be too loud. So yeah, that is what I have to say about Prime from Milestone. Okay, Milestone fragrances Prime. This is a first in my collection. I haven't tried this fragrance house, but it's not bad at all. This is an attempt on Frederic Mal's Promise. I personally don't have Promise to compare it to, so I was reviewing this one based off all of what I smell or what I could perceive just from this fragrance. Blind by Safe, absolutely genderless. I can see anyone liking this fragrance, to a point of even youngsters liking this, because remember, it does have that jammy accord. So because it has like a jammy yummy accord, it is not a bold rose, but it does have a rose. So the rose here is not like a raw rose. I think even youngsters may like this, but it gives me, like a suit and tie, formal wear kind of thing. And it's one that is also versatile, so summer and winter, but definitely leaning more wintry if I have to add. So thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comments section where we discuss more about fragrances. Let me know what you think. Is this spot on? Do you own Frederic Mal's Promise? If you do, did what I say sound like the actual real thing? Because I personally don't have it, so I can't compare it with this one. Turn on post notifications, guys. That way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video if you like it. And remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.